Hello guys, and welcome back to Life with Paulie. Today is currently July 30th and it is about 10:30 a.m. I am outside with my puppy Annabelle. She's hiding in the grass. Annabelle, hi. She just loves the grass. She loves to run in the grass. She loves to sit in the grass and roll around in the grass, sit in the sun. Then sometimes she sits in the shade. She's just such a cutie. Are you peeking at me, Annabelle? Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you being a good girl? Huh? Are you being a good girl? Say, I'm always a good girl. Huh? Be a good girl. You gonna eat your food? Anyways, I'm sitting outside. It is pretty cool out right now, but it's supposed to get warmer, but not as hot as usual. Yesterday it was 90. Today it is only supposed to be 76, thank God. I like the warm weather, but I don't like it too hot. I like to sit out here during the day. I sit out here every day. If you don't know, I moved out of my apartment into my 2007 Saturn Ion until I save enough money to buy a minivan or some type of van, a used one, to turn into my tiny home. I decided this after my mom died in February of 2022. She died of cancer, and she was the last one that I lived with. And I took care of her up until the time that she died. And then I decided a few months later to move. Well, actually, I stayed there almost a year again. Yeah, I was there a year after she died. And then I decided to move and get out of there and come down by my daughter's house. Now, that's not my car where you see in the camera right there. That's my daughter's husband's old car. He got a new car. That's his old car that he's got parked in there. My car is parked by the shed. I use my daughter's electric from the shed, and I pay half of her electric bill for letting me use the electric. But I stay in my car and I do everything by myself. I don't use her bathroom. I don't use her showers. I do all of that stuff by myself. And me and the doggy, we stay in the car and then we come out here during the day. I put this tarp up above her patio. So just in case when it does rain, which has been raining here a lot in New York. If you don't know, I live in Coxsackie, New York, which is about 10 miles from Catskill, 10 minutes from Catskill, New York, Catskill Mountains, and it has been raining a lot. Yesterday it rained a lot again. If you don't know, a lot of New York has been getting flooded out. The rain has just been ridiculous this summer. Many people got flooded out. Some people lost their lives to the floods. And I mean, the rain's just been horrendous in New York and in the northern states. Um, I know in the southern states it's been really hot and triple digit weather. So there's a lot of people that are suffering in the triple digit weather. Hopefully, them people got some kind of air. I know I wouldn't be able to do it. I love New York because it doesn't get as hot as that. And in the wintertime, I love the wintertime. I love the below zero weather. I don't like the snow too much. The snow doesn't bother me unless we get a lot. If we get a foot of snow, then that really bothers me. But other than that, I don't mind the snow. I like the coldness. I like the below zero weather. That's just my kind of weather. Some of it is because of my medicines that I'm on. If you don't know, I have a lot of health issues, and I do have anxiety, depression, and stuff like that. And I do go to counseling, but I'm getting ready to stop counseling. I've been in counseling now for quite a few years, I would say about 7 years. And I'm getting ready to stop that and get off my pills because I've been doing very well out here in the country. I've been getting out of the car every day, sitting outside every day, all day, either watching YouTube videos or, just mowing the lawn. Sometimes I mow the lawn and help my daughter out. But I've been doing a lot better health-wise and things like that. I also have a heart condition. If you don't know, I have heart disease. I had a heart attack in 2021 and almost died. I had a silent heart attack in my sleep, and I do take heart medications for that and blood pressure medications. I also have diabetes, so I have a lot of things going on health-wise. But as of right now, I'm doing okay health wise, and I'm hanging in there. I do want to say to everybody out there, I want to thank you for subscribing to my channel and hope that you will continue to watch my videos and share them out if you can. Annabelle, what you doing, girl? She's just looking around. She loves being outside all day. I love it for her. The apartment that I was in before, we had like a little patch of green grass in the front of the house, and that was it. It was on a street with a bunch of other houses next to it, and it wasn't that good for the dog because I couldn't let her out in the yard. Here I could let her out, run and play. She does listen to me. If she tries to go near the road, which usually she doesn't, but if she does, I just call her name, Annabelle, stop, and she stops and comes right back. So she's a very obedient dog. She loves the outside, loves being outside. Sometimes she will sleep in these chairs or lay in a chair next to me. Sometimes she will do that. But she's a pretty good dog. I love her to death. If I didn't have her, I would be so lonely. She helped me a lot out in my depression and anxiety and things like that. If you do not know, animals are great for that kind of stuff. They're very loving, they're unjudgmental, and it's just great to have an animal, whether it be a cat or a dog or a bird or, whatever the case may be. Even a bird can actually help your depression, your anxiety, and your stress. Especially if you get to hold the bird sits on your shoulder and things like that. Animals are a great thing for depression and anxiety and stress. So if you don't know how to help yourself, I would suggest getting an animal as long as you can have an animal where you live. If you rent an apartment, but of course, if you own a house, you can have an animal or whatever you want. I would suggest getting an animal to help you with that. Also, counseling does help. I've been in counseling now for 7 years, and the counseling has helped me, but I think it's time to move on now and go a different route. I'm happier, I'm more healthier. When I lived in my apartment, the depression got really bad to where I was laying in bed every day, not doing very much, just getting up, cooking, eating, going to the bathroom, taking a shower, whatever the case may be. But a lot of times I laid in bed all day and, would be on my computer watching YouTube or watching movies or doing whatever. And, I felt it was destroying my life even more. So I moved down here by my daughter, my oldest daughter. And another reason why I moved down here too is because I live 2 hours away from my daughter, and it was very hard for her to get up there if I was in the hospital or whatever. In 2022, I ended up in the hospital in October 2022 because I had a bleeding esophagus and I lost most of my hemoglobin, which is red blood cells. My hemoglobin level was down to a 7, and it's supposed to be a 15 or a 16. So I lost a lot of my blood, almost suffocating on the way to the hospital, almost dying. And my daughter was there at that time, luckily, and she had called the ambulance from my house. And she followed me to the hospital, but she couldn't stay because her and her husband worked very hard for their money. They rent this house for $900 a month, and she had to be to work, so she couldn't really stay. I told her, "You don't really have to stay. I'm going to probably be here for a few days." I was there for a few days, and then I had to call my mom's friend to pick me up. So being down here is better because I'm close to Albany Medical Center, which is in Albany, New York. They're a good hospital. I'm better off down here because if I end up going by ambulance or something like that, at least my daughter's only 20 minutes away. So she can come see me and she can come pick me up when I'm ready to leave. If I end up having to go to the hospital for something like my heart or losing blood or whatever the case may be. So it's very good for me. It's very good for the dog. The dog is much happier and has a much better life. And I'm living the best life that I can right now. Even though I'm living out of my car, I've gotten used to it. It was hard at first to live out of my car, but I've gotten used to it. And it's pretty easy now. The dog has her routine. She gets in the car at night. She goes out to the bathroom. When she's got to go to the bathroom, she goes to the door, and I open the door, let her go to the bathroom at night. Usually I don't go in the car until about 8:30 at night when it's a little bit cooler. And, you know, I lay down with the doggy, cuddle, watch movies, whatever the case may be. Now, once I get my van, I will show you the van and I will show you transforming the van into my tiny home. I know there's a lot of people out there that want to see more videos like that. There's a lot of people that are living out of their cars. There's a lot of people turning vans into their tiny homes, and a lot of people like those types of videos. So I will be showing those videos once I get my van and how I'm going to set it up. This is how I want to live the rest of my life, to be close to my family, have my puppy by my side, and just live life to the fullest until it's my time to go. But again, I don't want to make this video too much longer, so I'm going to let you all go. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a good week coming up. It is currently Sunday, July 30th, 10:34 a.m., and I will see you in my next video.